Very good morning to everyone. Okay, so we will start our next topic, that is movement of Earth. And before starting the topic, I want to recall the things which we have discussed in the last class. That is about the shadow. Shadow is cast only due to the opaque object. Whenever a light is blocked by an object, and when light is blocked by which type of object? That is opaque object. So when light is blocked by opaque object, will be a shadow. I have given you a simple demonstration in the last class that let's suppose this duster, which type of object is this? Opaque object. Okay, and the glass is transparent object, butter paper is translucent object. Glass does not allow to pass light through it, so it is opaque object. And whenever a light falls on an opaque object like this, so what happened? You can see a shadow on the board. And one important thing, that the size of a shadow depends upon the distance between the object and source of light. Okay, so see here, this is source of light. This flash of the mobile is source of light, and this is object. So size of shadow depend upon the distance between the source of light and the object. This is source of light and this is object. See, as the side decreases, the length of shadow or size of shadow is big. As the size decreases, as the duster is going far away from the flashlight, or we can say source of light, you can see the size of shadow decreases. So you can see the point on page number 122. Page number 122, last point. The size of a shadow depends upon the distance between the object and the source of light. As the distance between the source of light and the object increases, as the distance between the source of light and object increases, means it is going far away from the source of light, the size of shadow decreases. Okay, students, please put your hands down. Okay, please put your hands down. There is no need to raise your hands. Okay, all of you put your hands down. So one thing more, I will ask to one of the students. See, the distance between the light source and the object is same. And the case number one, the duster is in this position. Okay, this horizontal position, and the duster is in second case, the duster is in horizontal position. So in which case the size of shadow will be large or big? Means first case the duster is horizontal like this, and the distance between the source of light and object is same. First case the duster is horizontal, second case the duster is vertical. So in which case the size of shadow will be big? Okay, who will answer? Okay, Shraddha Singh. Yes, Shraddha. Are you able to hear me?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Okay, tell me in which case the size of shadow will be big? In this case, first case is horizontal, second case vertical. In which case? Can you answer?
Sir, horizontal.
Horizontal means first case.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So student, it is important to remember that in horizontal case, the light is blocked only by this portion, and in vertical case, the light is blocked by this portion. So in the vertical case, the size of shadow will be big, because this portion is blocked by the light, this much portion, this big portion. Okay, so Shraddha, you tried well, that's good, but the answer is this vertical position, second case. In this case the size of shadow will be big, and in this case the light is blocked only by this portion, the size of shadow will be small. Okay, now one more example. This is chalk. Okay, suppose light is falling on this chalk. First case this vertical, first case this case, means light is falling like this, and second case chalk is placed like this. Okay, so in which case the size of shadow will be big? Okay, Harshit, Kaushal.
Yes, sir.
In which case the size of shadow will be big?
Vertical case.
This case or this case? First
Vertical case.
case, this one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very good. Why? Can you give me the reason?
Sir, because the light is blocked by the big part.
Very
So
good.
it will be shadow will
Very,
be.
very good. Now you have given answer with the correct reason. Okay, so I hope you understand. And the same case happens with the daytime. Here at the noon time, when a person is standing, the light is blocked by only head portion, overhead. So size of shadow will be small. And in morning session or late afternoon, the size of shadow will be big because light is blocked by the big part of our body. So size of shadow is big. Okay, I hope you understand. So this is all about the light, uh, luminous object, non-luminous object, transparent, translucent, opaque, and shadow, features of shadow. Okay, now we are going to start the next topic, movement of Earth. So the Earth moves around the sun. We all know that the Earth moves around the sun in a fixed path. That is called orbit. And Earth shows two types of movement. First one is rotation. Rotation is like a spin around its axis. Suppose this is Earth and this is rotating like this. Okay. And second one is revolution. Suppose this is sun and this chalk, I'm assuming this chalk as a Earth. So it is rotating around a fixed path. Around a fixed path. Orbit. Okay. So Earth shows two types of movement. Rotation. Rotation is this. Rotation is this. Okay. Around its fixed axis. And second one is revolution. Around a fixed path or around a orbit. Okay. First, we will discuss about the rotation. The Earth spins around its axis, and the spinning movement of the Earth about its axis is called rotation. Means the Earth rotates about its axis. Okay. And this rotation, this movement is called rotation. Now, the Earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation. So the Earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation. Suppose this is Earth, although Earth is spherical in shape. So what happened if Earth rotates? What happened? It takes 24 hours to complete its one rotation. Means from where it is started and again it comes to the final point, initial point. This is called one rotation. Suppose this is Earth, this is front part, and it rotates and again comes to its initial position. So this is called one rotation, and it takes 24 hours to complete one rotation. Earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation. So students, please put your hands down. We will take doubts in the last. Okay. So this rotation of Earth caused day and night. Movement of the Earth is similar to the movement of top spinning on its own axis. So you all know about the top spinning out on its own axis. You know about top. So we used to say in Hindi, the top lattu. Okay. Now see how day and night cause due to the rotation of Earth. Suppose you are living in India. So here the sun rays fall on the Earth. So in this portion, in India, now it is daytime. Now Earth rotate, rotate, rotate. Now this is USA. Now in India, light is not falling on the India portion because light is falling only this portion. So in USA now it will be daytime and India nighttime. Again Earth rotates, Earth rotates. Now again in India daytime and USA nighttime. So due to the rotation of Earth, the day and night causes. Now revolution. Revolution means the Earth is not only spinning on its own axis, but also keeps on moving around the sun. This is sun and this is Earth. It keeps rotating around its a fixed path, that is orbit. This movement of Earth is called revolution, and this movement is called revolution. First movement we have discussed rotation, and second one is revolution. Okay. The Earth takes 365 days and 6 hours to complete one revolution. Suppose this is sun and this is Earth. So to complete one revolution means the Earth started its revolution from this point, point A, and it completes one revolution. So it takes 365 days and 6 hours, means around 1 year. 365 days and 6 hours. And due to this 6 hours, added after 4 years, we get 366 days of a day of in a year. That is called leap year. So due to this 6 hours, the earth takes 365 days and 6 hours. Okay, so we know there are 24 hours in a year. So due to this extra 4 hours, every 4th year we get a leap year. Okay. Now, formation of days and night. Now we will discuss about the formation of days and night. And one thing more, the revolution of earth causes different season on the earth. Due to the revolution of earth, when it goes far away from the sun, when earth goes far away from the sun, what happened? We get less sunlight, so there will be winter season, winter weather. So the revolution of the earth causes different season on the earth. Now, formation of days and night. As the we have discussed just now, as the earth rotates from west to east, this point we have to remember, earth rotates from west to east. Half of the face the sun and half of the gets light from the sun has a day. As just few moments ago we have discussed that the face of the earth which receives sunlight will have day, and the face this face is not receiving the sunlight will have night. As we have discussed in the example of India and USA, when the portion of India will get sunlight, it will have a day, and the portion USA is not getting sunlight, then it will experience or it will have a night time. And again the earth rotates. Now the USA portion will receive sunlight, then in USA there will be a daytime, and India, what happened? It will have night time. And it continues day, and day changes into night and night changes into day. That's the rotation of earth on its own axis causes day and night. So due to the rotation of earth causes day and night. Okay, and due to the revolution of earth causes different seasons on the earth. So you have two questions. Due to the revolution of earth causes different season, and due to the rotation around its own axis, on its own axis causes days and night. Now eclipse. Now our next topic is eclipse. And before starting eclipse, I want to ask to one of the student, Anju Singh, can you hear me? Anju Singh. Okay. Kushagra Banka, 5th B.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. So tell me, the revolution of earth causes different, what different dash on the earth? You have to fill in the blanks.
Sir, what is the question?
The revolution of earth causes different dash on the earth.
Sir, shadow.
Okay. Shaurya Mishra. Shaurya Mishra, same question. What will be the answer?
Sir, question.
The revolution of earth causes different dash on the earth. What causes due to the revolution of earth? Okay.
Sir, shadow.
Okay, Shraddha Singh, same question. What will be the answer?
Sir, what?
The revolution of earth causes different dash on the earth. That is fill in the blanks. So what will be the answer?
Seasons.
Season. Very good. And rotation of earth on its own axis causes dash and dash.
Sir, day and night.
Very good. Okay, fine. So the revolution of Earth causes different season on the Earth, and the rotation of the Earth on its own axis causes days and night. Now eclipse. So do the Earth and the Moon also cast shadow? Yes, Earth and Moon are opaque objects. So they cast shadow when they block the path of sunlight. Okay. So we also opaque object, trees and plants are also opaque objects. So Earth and Moon also cast a shadow because they when they block a sunlight, they will cast a shadow. So how we can see the shadow? We can see the shadow in the form of eclipse. So you all heard about the eclipse, solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. When the earth or moon comes in the way of sun. So in solar and lunar eclipse, always earth or moon comes in the path of sun. Okay, they stop the light coming from the sun and form a shadow, and this cause an eclipse. Due to the shadow, it caused eclipse. We see two types of eclipse: lunar eclipse and solar eclipse. First, we will discuss about the solar eclipse. Solar eclipse. Solar eclipse occurs when the moon comes in between the earth and the sun. Okay, in solar eclipse, who comes in between earth and sun? Moon. So the moon stops the sunlight from reaching the earth and forms a shadow on the earth. So suppose this is sun, and sun is the source of light, earth here, and the moon. So what happened when sun produce light? Due to the moon comes between in the path of light produced by the sun. What happened? There will be shadow cast on the moon. Sorry, earth. This is earth, moon, sun. Okay, so you can see the figure on page number 124, solar eclipse. Okay, this when the sunlight goes, what happened? It will cast a shadow here, dark color, and this is solar eclipse. Okay, so when earth doesn't get full sunlight due to moon come in between the earth and sun, so it will cause solar eclipse. And there are two types of solar eclipse, that is total solar eclipse. So what is total solar eclipse? The word itself say the definition, total. Okay, a total solar eclipse occurs when the sun is totally hidden by the moon. When sun is totally hidden by the moon, when sun is totally, we can't see the sun clearly, or we can't see complete sun. So it is called total solar eclipse. Okay, and partial solar eclipse. A partial solar eclipse occurs when the sun is partially hidden by the moon. Total solar eclipse, sun is totally hidden by the moon. Partial, when sun is partially or little bit hidden by the moon. Okay, and a solar eclipse always occur on a new moon day. Now lunar eclipse. And before starting the lunar eclipse, I will ask question to one of the student. Okay. Okay, Anumeha Pandey. Can you hear me?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Okay. In solar eclipse, what comes between and between which of the bodies? You have to tell me what comes between and which of the bodies.
So the moon comes between the sun and the earth.
And tell me what is partial solar eclipse?
Then partial solar eclipse, the sun is partly hidden by the moon.
Okay. And when this solar eclipse occur?
Sir?
When solar eclipse occur, on which day?
Sir, on new moon day.
Very good. Fine. Okay. So the next question to, okay, Ankit Singh, 5th B. Can you hear me? Ankit Singh. Okay, is not responding. Okay, Arnav Rai, fifth B. He's also not responding. Okay, one more student. Siddhi Mishra, fifth D. Can you hear me? Siddhi Mishra. They're not responding and they have raised their hands. Okay, Samriddhi.
Hello.
Huh. Samriddhi. Okay, you have to tell me solar eclipse. What comes between and which of the two bodies?
The moon comes in between the sun and the earth.
And which is the source of light in all the threes?
So the sun.
Sun is the source of. Okay, and on which the it casts a shadow. The moon casts shadow on which of the bodies?
So sun.
Okay, so what is the cause of shadow in this solar eclipse?
Which sun?
Okay, okay, no problem. Okay, Suryans. Okay,
Yes,
Suryans.
sir.
What is the cause of shadow? Okay, no problem. See, the moon is the cause of shadow because the moon blocks the sunlight. So the moon is cause of a shadow, and this shadow cast on Earth. So in solar eclipse, sun is the source of light. Okay, and the moon is cause of shadow on the Earth. Now our next topic is activity. You have to read it, and we will discuss in the next class. You have to read it and perform by your own, and we will discuss in the next class. Now, lunar eclipse. What is lunar eclipse? The lunar eclipse or eclipse of the moon occurs when the earth comes between the sun and moon. Okay, only earth and moon comes between. Okay, sun doesn't comes between any of the things. So when earth comes in between the sun and moon, such that shadow of the earth falls on the moon, and the earth blocks the path of sunlight that falls on the moon and forms a shadow on it. So we can see here, same thing, sun. Okay, now in the last case, what comes in between? Moon comes in between. Here, the earth comes between the sun and moon. This is moon, and this is earth. So sunlight, the earth blocks the sunlight, and due to the blockage of light by the sun, there will be a shadow cast on the moon. So there will be a lunar eclipse. Okay, so there are two types of lunar eclipse, and in lunar eclipse we have to remember that the earth comes between sun and moon. The earth comes between sun and moon. Sun is the source of light, and earth is cause of shadow on the moon. Okay, there are two types of lunar eclipse. In the similar way, we have discussed in the solar eclipse, total solar eclipse and the partial solar eclipse. In same way, total lunar eclipse and partial lunar eclipse. A total lunar eclipse occurs when the moon is totally hidden. You can correlate with the total solar eclipse. When sun is totally hidden, it is total solar eclipse. Now when moon is totally hidden, that is total lunar eclipse. And partial lunar eclipse, a partial lunar eclipse occurs when the moon is partially hidden by the earth. Means when moon partially hidden. When completely hidden, total. When partially hidden or little bit hidden, that is partial lunar eclipse. And both solar eclipse and partial eclipse occurs on, see, solar eclipse occur on new moon day, and lunar eclipse occur on full moon day. Now students, I will share you the exercise of this chapter, and this chapter is completed now. and you have to study the activity. Okay, and we will discuss in the next class. Now, I want to ask if you have any doubt. Okay, lot of students raise their hands. Okay. Okay, Soumya Gupta.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, what is solar eclipse?
Solar eclipse. You didn't hear. I have explained many times. Okay. See, solar eclipse. Same thing. In solar eclipse, what happened? When we are living on the earth, okay, and here moon. Suppose you are on the earth, and you cannot see the sun completely due to the light blocked by the moon. So this is called solar eclipse. Did you understand? Yes, Soumya. Can you hear me? Okay, she's not responding. Okay, Srishti Singh. Okay, students, our time is over. So we will discuss your doubts in the evening. Okay, you can ask your doubt in the evening session 5 to 6, or you can ask your doubts in the next class. For now, thank you. Bye. Take care.